By now, everybody has heard about the HIV/AIDS crisis in sub-Saharan Africa, but the numbers of people affected are just so huge that they've almost stopped having any meaning.
Well, I think what's going on right now with the different the major conflicts in the world, it's difficult to sensationalize, a woman dying alone in a bed, slowly dying of HIV/AIDS, where it's people would rather. Not rather, but the media definitely picks up on the bombing and whether it's a conflict in Afghanistan, Iraq, or Lebanon. That seems to be what makes better television. And AIDS, when you comparatively the number of deaths, it's staggering compared to probably all these wars put together in the last quarter century.
Now, you've been to some of the grimmest parts of the world, including Darfur. Try and paint us a picture of what you saw there.
Darfur was what I envisioned going there was 100 times. It was really, it's something that seeped into my pores that you just can't wash off. It's on the surface just devastation, but underneath that, I think politically and everything, I felt such humility and embarrassment. As a Canadian, and kind of being there and seeing all, the humanitarian sector doing so much hard work to save lives and to, help these people get the bare necessities of life. And at the same time, seeing the world community really not doing anything, kind of ignoring it. There's a social consciousness that exists in this country that I grew up with that you'd think would purvey and help us be leaders, especially in somewhere where Darfur that was being ignored by most nations. But unfortunately, it hasn't gotten better.
Now, finally, if people want to get involved, how can they do that?
As important as the financial contribution to an individual's charity of choice, whether that's Warchild or one of the many other charities that does good work around the world, as important as that is, try to be more educated and really embrace our roles as human beings on this planet. We're all citizens of the same place.
Yeah, I think it's very poignant and relevant. The film that documented part of Lebo's life is titled "It to a Tang," and translated that means never stop learning. And you would think sometimes that would sound cliche, but I think where we are culturally and socially right now, that is kind of needs to be the mantra.